Today I was participating in Stage 1 of Zwift Games on Kaze kicker route in 510 to 650 racing score category. Since it was only my second race at this kind of level, my plan was easy: to stay in the front group, try not to get dropped and survive the finish sprint. I didn't know the route, so I had no plans of attacking or how hard the climbs will be, and the pace at first few minutes were already high enough for me to forget about any kind of attacks. There were few break attempts from other riders, but I was thinking that in this level other riders will be competitive enough to cover them. But somehow, anyway, my adrenaline was high and I found myself chasing some guys down by myself. I saved my feather power-up for this climb, because by the look of elevation profile this climb seemed to be the crucial part of the race. And I tried to stay at the very front of the race in case there were any chance of breakaways, even though I was pushing quite hard, reaching my top end of heart rate. And when last part of climb came, my feather power-up had worn off, and only then others used their feather power-ups. Then I thought that I was in trouble already. As you can see in ride stats window, I was already hitting my 5-minute personal best power numbers already and was doing over 4 watts per kilogram. I was already suffering, but my hope was that the pace will slow down after the climb and I will be able to recover and cruise in the draft. I was right, pace slowed down a bit, but not enough as I wished. I was riding still in threshold heart rate territory, but at least right now it felt manageable. I wanted to position myself in the front 10 wheels, but was having hard time to stay in the draft. Again, there were few breakaway attempts, and every time I followed, thinking that maybe this time it will work and we can establish breakaway group. There were plenty of times where I could have stayed deeper in the group to save more watts and energy, but I was always thinking that since this is higher level category, that there were bigger chance of stronger riders to form a breakaway, and I wanted to be a part of it if that was to happen. And I was thinking that in this downhill section I will be able to recover and get ready for next small climb. But looking at pace and my heart rate, it didn't happen. We just kept pushing. But then I saw that I have already crushed my personal best power in 20 minutes. That gave me a little motivation boost to treat this race as my new FTP testing grounds. My average power for whole race was 3.9 watts per kilo, and since we were approaching final sections of race and there was also a small climb, I started to think to myself, maybe I can finish this race with 4 watts per kilo average. That now became my goal. Last climb was quite hard for me. I was pushing around 5, 6, sometimes even 7 watts per kilo, just to stay in the front pack. Little downhill section, and then came the last final kilometer. My heart rate was already maxed out, so I wasn't sure how well I will be able to perform at the sprint finish. I wanted to wait at until 300 meters mark to launch my sprint. And then, as you can already see, others launching their sprints, orange watt numbers appearing. Starting my sprint at around 200 meters to go, but already having my heart rate over 185 beats per minute, I barely can call it a sprint. I was happy to finish in 9th place in this category. I felt even more proud of my power numbers.